You are now experiencing Eternal Disco.
And we're back. Welcome to the first episode of Eternal Disco, the show that finally answers the question of what would the first draft of the Infinite Monkeys with typewriters in a lab scenario look like.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's us.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Dylan. We're going to talk about...
We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. We can talk about drama. Let's talk about some drama.
Yeah, it's always fun.
You know, we could update people on us chanting be normal, be normal, be normal,
Yes.
be normal.
Yes. Episode 0.1.
Yeah, we talked about Sleep Token fans are the most like unnormal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've gotten worse.
It's gotten much worse.
Yeah.
I'll let you take the reins because you probably know a little bit more than I do.
A little bit. So somehow somebody got some fan, not most normal fan behavior.
Yeah.
Got a hold of one of the members. I think I was like 3, whichever instrument he plays. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, bass player maybe.
Bass player, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Got a hold of his birth certificate somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Don't do that.
Don't do
Please don't do that.
it. No. And then
Yeah.
threatening to dox if they don't
No, I
come
think-
out or something.
Yeah, or I think basically did dox him. I
Right.
didn't really dig too much into it. I want to a little bit
Yeah.
just to see the more fine details, but I've heard like the loose end of the story, and it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Especially when the whole point of Sleep Token is the anonymity. And then for one guy to like hold the band hostage,
Yeah,
like, you know, like dox them and like be
again,
like, I can do this to any one of y'all. It's like,
yeah. I mean, and
because you knew if you wanted to know who Sleep Token was,
oh yeah, no,
you
it's
just find out.
I'm not gonna say it here, but like it's incredibly easy to figure out who like Vessel is.
Even easier to find out who 2 was for me.
Yeah, super easy to find out who 2 was.
Yeah,
It was super easy. The guitarist is 4, right?
I believe so.
Whatever.
Possibly.
Whoever played guitar has changed a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the previous 4s have been like incredibly easy to figure out who they were if you
Yeah.
know what the people who actually are like being accredited for the work.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
guess 2 was the biggest mystery. So I guess this person was onto something by doxing them,
Yeah,
or not 2, but 3.
3,
Yeah.
But he's just a bass player. Who cares?
Are you discrediting bass players?
No,
over
I'm
here?
a
No,
bass
kidding.
player, but I mean,
Bad.
if you're gonna be it's the biggest chud position in the band.
It's true.
It's like the big dent head and like memes, you know. That's me. I mean, that's me as a bass player. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So it goes to say like, don't do that, please.
Yeah, don't be weird.
Don't be weird. That's similar to what happened to the like the Bad Omens guy, Noah Sebastian or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a fan base that like cannot be normal? That they may have Sleep Token beat.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's crazy. I've
People-
never even heard a Bad Omen song in my life.
we can listen to one later.
Sure.
Sure.
It's gonna be like the most mid shit, and I'm just like, why are people
Yeah.
freaking out over
yeah.
this?
No, it is like, I mean, I get the appeal, but that's because it has such like mass appeal to it.
Right, exactly.
So like, I mean, it's like formulated in a lab to appease the most people, which is, it's impressive in its own right.
Right, that's fair enough. As if Sleep Token isn't pretty much an amalgamation of everything you could put together that would make pop people listen to metal and metal people listen to pop.
True story.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like a running theme there.
Yeah, but the Bad Omen stuff is like people were doing similar shit to the lead singer from that band,
Mm-hmm.
who's not anonymous. Everybody knows who he is or whatever.
Yeah.
But like finding like his, I think they said that they found out where his like grandparents were buried or something, like obituaries and shit.
Yeah.
And they like found baby pictures of him on, weirdo shit.
Right. Very most sane behavior.
Yeah, and he's
for
done
a
like
metal
interviews being like, well, they like wiped their socials, or he like left social media entirely
fan. Yeah.
because he just got fucking sick of it.
Right.
And Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him.
Right.
And then he did some
man.
like magazine interview recently where he talked about some of the weird behavior.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like he talked about how like uncomfortable it makes him that people like thirst trap over him.
Yeah.
And then I saw like shit on Twitter like the same day that article came out.
Yeah.
People being like, "Look how good he looks on this magazine cover." I'm like, "My brother in Christ, you did not read
You
it."
did not read it.
He said, "Stop."
Yeah, you can't see the forest for the trees, my boy.
Weirdo shit, man.
Yeah, Jesus. So yeah, people, we'll say. Well, I think we'll probably have to say this every episode. Be normal,
Be normal.
please. Please be normal.
You're gonna ruin it for everybody. You're already
Yeah.
ruining it for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, like, God, dude, like, if I was a musician and like, well, if I was a real musician, a talented touring musician, and like it ever got to that, I just okay.
Yeah. Bye now.
Bye.
Well,
I'll see you later.
The thing about Bad Omens guy
Mm-hmm.
specifically, that's funny, is like his whole band got signed out of nowhere before they even released their first song.
Mm.
Because from what I recall, someone's gonna try to, because we're saying buzzwords here like Bad Omens, we're gonna get found by these crazy people and they're
Yeah.
going to blow up our comments because this is all part of the bit. This is what I want. I
Yeah.
want the hate.
Right.
We're gonna get views that way, baby.
Yeah, baby.
But he was like a ghostwriter for like metal and metalcore songs
Mm-hmm.
that was like on Sumerian Records payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Helped write a bunch of stuff for other people.
Mm.
And then basically was like, I want my own band.
Yeah.
And it came out, and I think he writes like most of the stuff
Yeah.
himself. And some of the older stuff, a lot of the older stuff I'm not crazy about. I used to really rag on him.
Yeah.
Because it felt super derivative
Mm.
of certain big band in that scene.
Sure.
Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, okay.
Their old shit just sounded exactly like Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah. Okay.
Like to the point that it was like almost a parody
Mm.
to me.
Yeah.
But this is all to say that the dude's immensely talented as like a songwriter and it clearly has his finger on the pulse of like what works.
Mm.
So my thing is like if people just keep being weird to this guy, he's just gonna fucking be like, you know what? It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
This
I'll
band's
just go back to writing for other people.
I'll just go back to exactly. Now he doesn't even have to hide it. It'll just be like, I'm gonna go make the same amount of money for half the work.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
now he's not gonna have to tour anymore.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, you guys love me now. Cool. I'm gonna retire.
Mm-hmm.
Start doing it for everybody else.
Yeah.
You still will like the music, but you're never seeing me again
Right.
because y'all can't be normal.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So what you been up to?
Dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
2 weeks
Bedridden.
better than
Oh, it was fun while it lasted. Then I had to go back to work, but you know,
always fun.
just dying.
Just dying,
You know.
ruining our plans.
Yeah. Actually, like actively ruining any sort of filming schedule we might have had. For the past month.
any amount of like, you know, this episode could have been out before half of the stuff we're going to talk about, which I guess is good because now we got stuff to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. We got just music news to
Yeah.
discuss. A lot of stuff happened recently.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I've been out of commission, but I'm back.
He's back.
My mullet's back in action.
Yeah, he got trimmed, grew the beard out.
Yeah, I got a beer. Well, when you're sleeping in a bed for 11
Yeah.
days straight,
Oh, yeah.
it's real easy to grow a beard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ain't been doing shit. Watching movies
Watching movies,
and TV.
which we talked about
Yeah.
because this will come out after the movie recap, which is going to have a hilarious hard cut and
Exactly.
time jump. in it.
Absolutely smashed right in the middle of it.
It's going to be super funny.
Yeah.
It'd be funny to watch people's reaction to that
Yeah.
before this comes out.
Yeah. So watch episode 0.2
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, watch that.
of all the crap we watched last year and
And also
the
this
first
year.
2 weeks of this year while I was dead. Victorian child ill, as Gabe likes to say.
Yeah. Literally like a sickly child.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you joked and you were like, yeah, man, I've got a beard. I've lost like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, man, chill out. No, not really, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw you the other day for the first time. I was like, oh, fuck. Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, legitimately.
Literally, like, yeah, it's been tough to eat, man. Like,
Yeah.
what happened? Also, can you like cough on me? Give me some of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh man.
Hey man, whatever you got to do. It's
Whatever I gotta do.
It's like when people give themselves tapeworms. See, whatever you got to do.
I'm not saying I do it. I'm saying I understand.
Right. I'd do it. No, I'd like eating too much for it to all just get eaten by something else instead.
I'm saying, man. We're starting to get the gears moving. January is always a pretty slow month as far as like any media is concerned, movies, music, what have you.
Red letter media. Fuck you, it's January.
Fuck you, it's January. Exactly. Like this January, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've got a couple things.
Yeah.
Heard you absolutely adored that new Alpha Wolf song.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Alpha Wolf song featuring Ice-T that really wasn't featuring Ice-T. Like,
yeah, no,
it could have just been a sample for all you knew. You know what I mean?
It's funny because it's like, I wonder how much they paid for that feature. You know what I mean?
I wonder. Yeah, well, pound for pound, it wasn't worth it. I'll tell you that much.
No, because he's just talking.
Yeah. It's
literally,
like it only works for the music video.
Yeah,
where they roll the TV in.
Yeah,
which if you haven't seen it, I guess watch it. Maybe
it's a funny video. I mean,
sure, but
I don't know. It's a weird song.
Yeah,
it doesn't really do a whole lot for me.
No, does nothing. Like actively, like ruin my day. I think when I heard it.
I mean, it's not good.
No,
it's not. Which sucks because like I think
it
the
sucks
band
to suck, but
yeah. Yeah, no. I think that it had some like promise to it, maybe. Because I was thinking like before it came out, I was like, it's either gonna be funny and like cool and like haha, like I get like, you know, or it's gonna be like actively terrible. And it ended up being like actively terrible.
Yeah, like so just to like break it down a little bit, I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember how annoying his dirty vocals are, like just like the whole time, like almost like rapping, like or not like rapping, but you know what I mean, like he's doing like the talk singing thing, but like talk screaming almost.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work.
No,
like the instrumental behind it,
it's super like new metal-y, but not.
I'm about to say it's like Limp Bizkit-y,
but like not in a fun way.
No,
because like I love new metal.
Yeah,
and I could like goofy stuff like that.
Yeah, I can do goofy, but like I don't know. It just didn't work.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
Their last single was okay at best as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see like what this album's gonna be like.
Yeah.
And clearly they're going for some sort of like new metal-y thing because like the album artwork is gonna like indicates that.
Yeah.
Which people were also mad about.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. People were mad about the album artwork. They're like, this looks like shit because it's like hand drawn and like too busy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but clearly they're going for a specific vision here.
Right. Like, how can you be mad at something? Like, how do you get mad at album art because you don't like it? Like, it's like you can be mad at album art for a lot of things, but it's like it's ugly. So I'm gonna be mad about it. It's like just don't look at it.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to buy anything with it on there if you don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's just crazy. It's like if there's like this discourse of like, oh, it's ugly and that's like, okay, sure. A lot of bands make ugly shit.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to buy it. You don't have to like it.
No, exactly.
It's just there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just weird, like that, like actively like demean like an artistic choice. The album art's probably the best part of the single.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It's the most like original and like original, but it's the most like artistic part of the whole sucks to suck thing that I saw. So
yeah, the which is hilarious because like the same day of it coming out, speaking of album artwork, people were pissy about it, and then it turned into like a contest because people were also like super pissy about the North Lane EP coming out. The artwork for it because apparently it's made by AI, which is a big no-no right now.
Right.
which I don't know. I was a big vocal proponent of like against AI artwork stuff
Yeah.
when this really first started getting the ball rolling last year.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I don't really care as much anymore because
Right.
it's as sad as it is to say, like it's slowly but surely gonna
Yeah.
keep being a thing, you know?
So my thoughts on it are, and we discussed this a little bit, if they paid an artist to make the AI artwork or
Yeah.
to make the artwork that he then just like shipped in like a mid-journey,
Yeah.
which I will say, like, I've never done it, but when you see the people put the prompts in and they've got to like write like a paragraph to make the art that they
Yeah.
want, like that's a little bit of like, you got to know what you want. You got to know like the style and
Ye-
stuff. But if the artist did that and then went in and did his own work to it, that's one thing to me.
Yeah.
Like if an artist says, okay, they want like this, like they have this vision for this artwork and they want it to look like this, okay, I'll use AI as a starting off point and then like turn it, like make my own version of that, like take that AI artwork and alter it in such a way to make it original again. Sure, I can almost see that. But if it is just here's $10,000 and you say I want this and that, and then you send it back a week later, you know, you spent 5 minutes on Midjourney or whatever and send it back out.
Yeah.
That's pretty, that's,
yeah, that's pretty.
but that's on the artist. That's not on the band.
Well, that's my thing. Is like at that point, like you paid somebody to do it.
Yeah,
What they did with it, I mean, you have to sign off on it for sure, but
you can't.
But you still paid somebody for it,
right? If you say I want artwork that is XYZ and you get artwork back that's XYZ, you're not gonna like pixel peek it.
Yeah,
and like really like something doesn't look right here.
Exactly.
Like,
and also you may just not care. I mean, realistically, some
Yeah.
people don't. There was this whole stink last year about this band, Currents,
mm-hmm.
that used AI artwork for
Mm-hmm.
their fucking August Burns Red did it too. But the Currents thing was funny because there's a specific artist. I can't remember his name. I'll remember it. We'll put it here in post. I'll tell you what, I'll even throw up the original image, right?
I will.
One of us will. I'll find it and send it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
He posted on Twitter, basically dragged him and was like, these guys paid me for album artwork and I made this based on what they were asking for, and they decided not to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And what they ended up with is it was made by AI.
Mm-hmm.
They made it with AI. They chose to go with AI instead of this work that I made for them. And it kind of became this big like conversation point between like, I guess like the ethics of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the thing that like kind of resolved it for me is I'm like, well, the guy got paid.
Yeah.
It's at this point, take AI as a concept out of the equation is basically like being mad because, oh, you paid me for this concept and then you didn't like it and you just had to go with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That happens.
Right.
At least you got paid.
Right.
It'd be one thing if you did all this work and then they were like, no, we're not going to pay you.
Right.
And then, like,
so was the AI work inspired by his work?
They're similar.
Okay.
They're similar in a way because like you can tell that they were both kind of maybe based off of the same like vision.
Mm-hmm.
But they're distinctively different, I think.
Okay.
Maybe kind of the same color palette, but like
shit that you would like get notes on or something. Not like not like they paid him $5,000. He made a piece of art and then they said no, and then
took his art and
didn't pay him $5,000.
Yeah.
Got his art and then it's like no, and then just like typed into and then okay.
Yeah.
So it's nothing
so
like that.
They looked, if I remember correctly, they looked kind of similar.
Yeah.
But like it didn't look like there was any real like none of the same like stuff from it. Because like I know some people were thinking like, what if they just took his art and threw it into the pool and like basically was like, hey, take this and tweak it,
trained it on that,
and trained it using that. But it doesn't seem like it did. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the whole conversation. Is this dude being like, fuck these guys for using this. And I'm like, I get being mad
Mm-hmm.
because it is effectively like the thing that people fear, which is that like AI is going to take away work from artists.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people, not me necessarily, some people like the way AI art looks. They like that like jank, like, you know,
Yeah.
you're going for that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't really get that from a real person.
Right.
So like if that's what you want, then maybe.
But it's like the ethics of using AI, because it's not even when AI like fucks something up and like looks artistic, it's not doing it on purpose. It's just stealing from
and
everything. It's been all the images on Google Images and stuff, like not its own work. Like nobody signed off on that. But
go on that tangent, baby. But what?
but that was really big in the book space too, like fantasy books.
Yeah,
like AI was like taking off, and like matter of fact, one of my favorite series, I'm gonna bleep it out so nobody has to hear the name and be corrupted.
The Malazan Book of the Fallen.
The Malazan Book of the Fallen. Beep that out, editor. No, but
he's gonna plaster it.
Yeah, look like Parasite, like over my like the black one. Yeah. But one of the secondary author for the Malazan Book of the Fallen got a lot of heat because he had a very clearly like AI generated artwork on the front.
Oh, you're telling me that the series of books that has like fucking have 47 novels, he might have just threw a couple in Mid-Journey and said, "Give me something else."
Yeah, because it's literally like, if you look at it, it's like a city. It's like a dude on like a castle balcony, a cityscape, but then like a castle wall, and then another castle wall above that. It's like very clearly like not realistic. It doesn't make any sense. Like, so all I'm saying is,
was it for the art?
Yeah, the art.
Art
on the cover.
I thought you were saying like they chat GPT'd the shit.
No,
like
no,
the actual novel.
Do not. Ian C. Esselmont. He is a golden shining human being.
That's
so is Steven Erickson.
So
shout out if you want to come on our podcast, Steven Erickson, to talk about the Malazan Book of the Fallen.
Hey, you know,
he'll go to sleep and we can talk.
Yeah, I will take a nap for sure.
Oh, well, we're going to talk for 67 hours about it.
Yeah, because there's too many fucking books.
There's only 10 plus like another 10, but they're two different. Cut all this out. It's 10 and 10 pretty much.
Look, you're dragging me kicking and screaming.
It's just 3.3 million words in 10 books.
You're dragging me kicking and screaming into the world of fantasy novels, man. I'm you're baby steps. All right.
Yeah.
All I can give you is that I'll try to read some Brandon Sanderson. That's about it.
Dude, I wish we could go into drama tube about Brandon Sanderson, but the man's I would say saint, a Latter-day Saint. But
I was about to say he's a I was like, I don't know if you want to call him a saint. I mean, he is, in a cult.
Yeah, but hey, Brandon, we'll bleep that out for you.
Speaking of which,
my sweet baby boy.
I mean, not tangentially related.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten there yet because I read Mistborn.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Great book.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really loved it. Have not. Well, I kind of started the second one, but then I got too sucked into other stuff. Like I'm too deep into Baldur's Gate right now to really worry about anything else.
Right.
I can only have one story going on in my brain at once.
Not me, baby.
I will read it, but I have a friend that was also reading it,
and
they were like telling me that the Mormonism really shines at the end of book 3.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, see, I don't know what he means by that because I haven't gotten there.
Yeah,
but you automatically do, so that makes me.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
I mean,
don't spoil it for me. But
yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's a great story. Okay, you
Joseph
won't see
Smith
it coming.
Comes out of nowhere.
No, there's no literal Mormonism, but yeah, some of like definitely some main themes come out. But I'll tell you what, you won't expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well,
we'll be booktube this video. Let's just scratch the whole first half hour. We'll just talk about books.
We can talk. We'll talk about books. Talk about books right now.
I guess we're just bullshit.
We're literally talking about books.
Okay, so Brandon Sanderson.
Except I don't read. So
yeah. So I'm a big reader, but I'm even a bigger Audible guy. Sponsor me.
Dude, yeah. One day when we get enough viewers to get sponsors. That's gonna be like one of the first ones we reach out for.
Yeah. Just listen to books.
Your
Just
eyes,
listen to them.
Dylan's eyes are gonna light up like fucking Christmas. Me, I want the MeUndies sponsorship, but Dylan's like,
I will come on
Audible,
this
please.
bitch in matching MeUndies.
We will.
Oh yeah, like 100%. Like do the whole episode in matching MeUndies.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so like Rando Sando, he's coming out with a book. I think it's actually next year. The newest Stormlight.
I think it's the end
But
of this
he's done
year.
writing it.
It's like the end of this year.
Okay.
It's like late this year. That's part of my goal. Loosely is
Mhm.
like I would like to try to get through all the Mistborn,
Yeah.
including the Wax and Wayne stuff.
You're gonna love the Wax and Wayne. Wax and Wayne's. This is a hot take in the world of BookTube, but Wax and Wayne is my favorite.
Really?
It's like a Western
Overall, or just in
Well,
comparison to
in
those two?
comparison to the first trilogy of
Oh,
Mistborn.
okay.
Which the third trilogy of Mistborn, well, Wax and Wayne isn't a trilogy; it's a tetra, whatever.
Yeah,
four.
because it's like 4 of them. Right?
Yeah, but the next one's probably gonna be cool. He's gonna be like cyberpunk era.
Oh wait, they're doing it. He's doing even
He's doing-
more.
Yeah.
Is-
Mistborn is like medieval, like
Yeah, so he's doing like Era 1, Era 2. He's gonna do
yeah.
another
So it's like
era.
going like medieval to Western to cyberpunk to space age.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That'll
And,
actually get.
like with all the like the metal burning and all that stuff.
That'll be really cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's gonna like tie into like the Stormlight archive, the Cosmere. If you don't know Brandon Sanderson, read his books. They're like,
I mean, I do.
the
But
thing about Brandon Sanderson is anybody can read it.
oh yeah, no, I was
Like,
I was
like
kind
a
of
10-year-old could enjoy it the same way a 40-year-old could.
oh no, yeah. If you would have I'm telling you, if someone would have given me Mistborn when I was like 12 and actually like read all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, I would be obsessed
Yeah,
because
Oh,
it
yeah.
felt very like. People use like young adult like YA as like a derogatory term.
Mhm.
It felt YA in like a good way.
yeah.
And like the hell yeah, this kicks ass. Is the momentum is just like fucking.
Mhm.
That's the shit that I don't like about most adult fantasy stuff. Is like, yeah, I love world building, right? But
Mhm.
fantasy authors need to be beaten with a stick sometimes. It's like I don't care if you drew 47 maps for your country that you invented in your fucking head.
Yeah.
I don't care if you made up a language. I mean, I do. It's cool. I appreciate the effort. But if all the story is they sat at the tables and they ate their feasts of mead and hogs.
I feel like you're calling out specifically George R.R. Martin right now. And a little bit of Steven Erickson. I won't abide that. Steven, come on the podcast. Defend yourself.
But I'm saying if you're doing that and you're talking about the great nations of I don't care. I don't
Right.
care who's killing each other.
Yeah.
Where's the magic at? I want to see swords flying.
Yeah, I would say the First Law series by Joe Abercrombie.
Yeah,
All 9 of those books.
they're doing a movie of that.
I think so.
Because you were telling me about it, and I went to look them up, and I realized that I remembered that they announced a movie adaptation of one of the later books. 'Cause
Probably Best Served Cold.
Yes, I think
That would be the best one to start.
one of them got greenlit
it's
because
like-
it's
it's
pretty
like a-
self-contained or something. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like a murder revenge like
Yeah.
type movie. Person gets left for dead, is fucked up, and like goes and gets revenge on all the people. That's probably that one.
I think it might be. I just remember
That's my favorite.
It's not like the first like the main line books. It's
Yeah.
like a later book.
Yeah, but Best Served Cold is one of my favorites from him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great story because it does like it subverts it, a little bit,
Yeah.
but it also doesn't. That's the beautiful thing. Like Joe Abercrombie, come on the podcast. We'll talk to you about your books too. But Joe Abercrombie does such a good job. Like he'll because a lot of writers try to subvert your expectations, but he'll subvert your expectations, but then just still do the
And
same
then flip
thing.
it back into where you think
Right,
it's gonna
exactly. It's
go.
like
After you think it's too far
maybe
away.
they're not such a bad person after all. And
Actually,
then
they are.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. You would think that, they're a bad person, so it's going to be subverted, and you see a little bit of that, and then the light goes out behind their eyes, and they just keep doing what they're doing.
Nice.
He's great.
Which is sick. That's a good.
I
that's a
saw
good
some
play.
some Joe Abercrombie slander on the Malazan subreddit, and I will not stand for it.
Eyes are glazed over.
Dude, I know. we'll cut all this out. But
No,
I will
no,
say,
it's good. It's good.
I will say, like, dude, you go on like Reddit and like every fucking. I'm not a Redditor, by the way. Hand to God, I'm not a Redditor, but I be on there sometimes.
You do
creeping.
be on Reddit. I'm not on Reddit. I was fucking the Shane Gillis, the grilled cheese thing.
Mm.
I think this motherfucker's making them a night. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm making them a night. That's you with Reddit, dog.
It is, but I don't post. I just lurk, so it's helpful.
Well, sure. I mean, that's how I was for a while.
Yeah,
I like,
and I literally only go on like the Malazan subreddit just to hear people like, I'm 2 books into this 3.3 million word thing. I don't understand anything. And it's like,
you'll
you
get
know,
there, buddy.
yeah, just like patting them on the head. Like, you'll get there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, like my plan with Brandon Sanderson and I guess like reading in general was like I'm gonna try to work my way through all the Mistborn stuff,
yeah,
and then I'll probably do Stormlight. I know there's a couple other novels that are set in the Cosmere that I think you and another one of my friends has recommended like I should read as well.
Warbreaker.
Yeah, that one sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, the name's a lot cooler than the things that happen.
Isn't
in
it
the
like
book.
a romance novel? Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like, I guess, but like
I feel like I saw
it's like more like a political intrigue type.
Still,
novel.
that's cool.
Yeah, but it's like you see Warbreaker and you're
can
like,
be cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's got a very very important characters that show up later, and just like the Cosmere, man, it's the Cosmere.
But then I want to read
That's all
Stormlight
right,
Archive, and I would like to be caught up before the new one comes out.
Yeah. See, sometimes in like my grown up brain, I'm like, oh, it's so basic. It's so basic. But then you read it and you're like, fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes. You tell him, Kaladin.
I mean, nothing about it sounds basic though.
Well, like it's like
elevator pitch or whatever.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound basic on elevator pitch. The thing with Brandon Sanderson is he writes like to the masses. And so like part of my brain's like, oh, I'm better than this. But then you see like Oathbreaker, the ending of Oathbreaker, and you're like, fucking tears in my eyes screaming, So it's one of those things where like you want to think you're better than like this almost YAE. It's not really YA, but some of it feels a little YA. But then you're screaming and punching the air by the end of it every time. So
that's how I felt in Mistborn, where I'm like, when shit like pops off in that first book, I'm like,
yeah. Oh, dude.
And the ending?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was like, what?
Yeah.
We ramped up, dude.
It's called the Sanderlanche.
I mean, it literally like launched in those last like 5 chapters.
Mm-hmm. And that's how every one of his books are, where it's like, it's a bunch of world building and a bunch of plots and still some cool action and stuff throughout it. Like, especially like the first Stormlight has like some very cool moments in it. But then like you get to those last, like that last 10th of the book or whatever, and like you can't put it down.
Oh, it's crazy. That's
gets harder to put. It's like it gets crazier and crazier like the farther in the Stormlight you go, because he keeps one-upping himself like with how big and epic it is.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, so talking about books, we I don't know if we want to deviate from fantasy too much, but
I don't care.
We can sort of segue this a little bit, or like tie it back into something we talked about before. Blood Meridian's getting a film adaptation, allegedly.
The unfilmable book?
Yeah, the unfilmable. It's only unfilmable because the people who would complain about the way they changed the story would be unsufferable. It's like it's like, I'm sure The Lord of the Rings was a great book. It's an even better movie.
It's way better as a movie. As someone who's read it.
See, I've never read it. I couldn't get into it because I've seen the movies. I was like, I don't need to read a book. I've seen the damn thing. You know what I mean? But like Blood Meridian, and part of it is because, without spoiling anything, part of it is the repetition. They go somewhere. They're really fucking awful. Bad things happen. They get chased out of it, or somebody dies or something.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it just shows you the life that these characters lived. And so it's like, oh, if you cut out the 15th time that they showed up in the town and were total jackasses and killed some locals, then like the movie won't mean anything, But
and it's like,
I think the movie is totally, as someone who's read the book, it's awful, but there's been awful movies. That's the thing. It's like I think people undersell how awful some movies can get.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like I mean, I know that there's like a lot of Blood Meridian is like horribly violent.
Yeah,
Horribly violent. You can have horribly violent movies.
that's what I'm saying. It's
fucking
like
what's that one movie? Kurt Russell's in it.
Bone Tomahawk.
Bone Tomahawk.
That's the one I was gonna say. It's like you see somebody, spoiler, blah blah blah. Skip 3 seconds ahead, get split in half.
Yeah,
Like a fucking like a cow or like a deer or something. They like just split him in half. He's meat now. He's no longer a human.
yeah.
It's like you see stuff like that, and there is awful stuff in Blood Meridian, but nothing that I think is unfilmable. Like I read The Road. I haven't seen The Road, but I read The Road, and I was like, that's a perfect movie. It's basically like reading the script. I'm sure
it is.
It's a short book.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's a short book. Like
you've never seen the movie?
No, I started it, but I just never started and finished.
What a brutal watch.
Yeah, well, it's a brutal read, but also it's like there's some fucked up shit that I don't know if it happens in the movie, but there's some fucked up shit that happens in The Road.
They, I think, change. No, I think they change a little bit, or they like at least like
cut away from
some stuff. Yeah,
yeah. So it's
not
like
as vivid.
Blood Meridian, which R.I.P. Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah,
died while assumedly in the middle of writing the screenplay.
Yes.
So hopefully somebody comes in and can finish it.
There was a failed adaptation.
I think James Franco was
James Franco did. You can find it apparently.
Yeah.
Like it's out there.
Yeah.
Apparently it's dog shit. But.
Yeah. But I will say, like, as far as Blood Meridian being unfilmable, like, I think the most unfilmable thing about it, funnily enough, is not the violence or the repetition. It's the way Judge Holden talks. It's some of the monologues, because I'm talking about, like, if I can fucking film myself leafing through it right here, I will like mark where one of his monologues starts, and I will just flip.
Yeah,
like legit, like 6 pages or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like a fucking 20-minute monologue.
His dissertation on like the idea of war and man's place in like heaven and stuff like just. It's the philosophy of it that's unfilmable, because you have to listen to Judge Holden, the worst character, the best, but like one of the worst people that's ever been written in written in literature, like talk about how he's superior and he's the supervisor of all of God's creations. If something exists without his knowledge, then it exists, in contention with him and stuff like that. Like
incredible stuff.
Yeah, I love it. It's perfect. It's a perfect movie. It's a perfect book.
Yeah,
and it could be a perfect movie.
Could be. Depends on who they cast.
Well, yeah.
Who would you want?
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm trying to think. David Harbour, Kikoi Han. Yeah. No, David Harbour would be great.
David Harbour would be great.
The kid would be Tom Holland. Let's just
sure. Yeah.
Probably put Matt Damon in there.
Oh, what about
scary Matt Damon?
What about evil Matt Damon?
Paul Dano. Paul Dano could be Toadvine.
Paul Dano. Put him in every movie,
dude. You just have to put a text warning on screen. I said this to you. I said this to you. Okay, so I watched the Batman. We'll get into this. Well, we got into this already, but when I watched the Batman, I texted you. I was like, they should fucking put a text warning on screen.
A jump scare
when fucking Paul Dano, because I didn't know that's who it was, and it was just like, God, you can't show that man's face when he's all creepy like that.
That's how I feel every time I see anything with Lin-Manuel Miranda in it. I'm like, it should be illegal for you to not tell me before he appears.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you put Paul Dano as Toadvine, you get Tom Holland as the kid, you get David Harbour as the leader of the guys. Can't remember his damn name now. Oh yeah, dude. Get what's the dude's name from True Grit, the new True Grit? Great actor, love him to death. Jeff Bridges. Is he still? He's still around and kicking and filming, moving.
I think if Jeff Bridges was dead, I think it would be a noteworthy event.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen him lately.
Hadn't done a whole lot.
No, but I guess I didn't mean dead. I mean, like, is he like still like filming movies? I guess. But Jeff Bridges as the preacher would be sick. There's just some cool characters, man. Like, I'll cast this movie right now. We'll do it right here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
We'll shoot a video.
Zoom cut the shit
Yeah, exactly.
like a TikTok.
I'll use AI to generate Paul Dano as Toadvine from Blood Meridian and see if it works. They get to cut his ears off. Dude, Paul Dano.
But AI bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. AI is horrible.
Fucking Midjourney AI. Fucking Paul Dano with no ears as right here.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, it would be good.
Vincent D'Onofrio is the judge.
Actually, was a thing.
Right.
That was that one of the
Franco thing or
one of the parent like Franco when he pitched it to direct it.
Yeah.
He had Vincent D'Onofrio, I assume, in the Holden role.
I mean,
who else would they be playing? But also had like Russell Crowe, I guess, as Glenn, and maybe and then Ty Sheridan as the kid. Because this was back in 2016 when Ty Sheridan was young.
see, I was gonna ask when was this? Because had Vincent D'Onofrio played
Kingpin?
yet?
Yes, it would have been after that.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, man, what a fucking... I've been seeing clips of like people like rediscovering Daredevil in the first season.
Yeah.
And like, god damn, Vincent D'Onofrio killed it as Kingpin and that shit, man.
Dude. Oh yeah. And like, it's funny because you see like the animated Kingpin from the Spider-Verse stuff, and like obviously like he's huge and like bulky and scary, but it's like Vincent D'Onofrio is a normal human,
normal size guy.
He's
terrifying.
Yeah, but he's not a normal size. He's about my size, but
but he's like twice as
huge.
wide. He's
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's a human being on screen, but he still like fills up the space as much as like an animated cartoon would.
Well, there's like that. Just even like the implications of how scary he is off camera in that show.
Yeah.
Like I was recently watching the someone was talking about the scene in Daredevil season 1. Spoilers for an almost 10-year-old show here.
Time code.
But there's a scene where there's this guy that's like a hitman, right? And like has killed people previous in this episode in cold blood, like beat a dude to death with a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Right? And Daredevil fights him and is like beating his ass, and he's like, tell me who he is. Tell me who like the Kingpin is or whatever. And the guy gives up his name and says Wilson Fisk. And then he just sits there and it gets like silent. And Daredevil's like, get out of here, and if I ever see your face again, I'll kill you. And he's like, no, you don't understand. I can't. I gave his name.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me and everyone I've ever loved now.
Yeah.
And then he walks over and headbutts a spike and kills himself. Because that's how scared he is.
Yeah.
He's like, you should have killed me, you coward. And just goes and kills himself. It's like that's one of the craziest things.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's...
And the MCU wants to integrate that.
Man, like, yeah, I really did love Daredevil. I love... What's the guy's name?
Which one?
The actor.
That plays Matt?
Yeah. I know the name.
Fuck. I don't remember his name.
He's great.
Awesome. Yeah, really good in the role.
He's great. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else.
I have not.
But yeah, the Daredevil show was great. The Luke Cage show was okay.
It's okay.
Like, good enough. I think Luke Cage is where they introduce Mahershala
Ali.
Mahershala Ali, yeah.
I don't know if I said that right, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the name and
this
the picture.
guy.
And here's a clip of him acting that's going to get us demonetized. But Mahershala Ali is something like that. There's like an extra syllable in there.
Yeah, there's an extra syllable that I fuck up every time.
Yeah, but he was the reason why the show was so great until spoilers
for another 10-year-old show.
But yeah,
they kill him halfway through.
Yeah, well, probably not even halfway through.
I think it was about halfway.
Yeah, but
yeah, stupid, horrible decision.
Yeah, so and then Iron Fist was
dog shit.
Couldn't finish it, and then whatever the name of the show with all of them,
the Defenders,
didn't even watch it.
Should have been awesome, wasn't?
Yeah,
great. Jessica Jones was really good.
Yeah, Jessica
that show
Jones.
was good.
What's Tennant? Is his name Tennant? David Tennant?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
incredible.
Great in that. Almost like he's a good actor.
He's a great
It's almost like they put really great actors opposite the relative nobodies of the people that are acting. You know?
Yeah.
It's almost like they have a Somebody had a great idea.
Well, then, that's like
We'll pay the main character like we'll pay them SAG or whatever.
The unsung hero of anything Marvel related is insert her face and name here. They have a specific casting director that does all their stuff, and clearly this woman is a genius.
Yeah. They'll what's the term? They'll pay them like the day rate for an actor for like the lead actor of the role, and then they'll pay like $1 million to the villain.
Antagonist. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so it's a great idea. I don't know how we got on this. Vincent D'Onofrio. But yeah,
pivot. Tangent.
Oh god. I don't know. We were talking about movies into books into movies. Talking about music into books into movies.
All right, hold on. Hear me out. We could tie all this together.
Let's do it.
We
have to have a theme.
We're gonna go see Argyle, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's soon, right? Coming out soon.
Yeah, like February 2nd or something. Which is crazy because I don't feel like I've seen like another. I could be wrong. I haven't seen another trailer for it, but it does look really interesting. I know some people like I don't know. You either fuck with Matthew Vaughn and his style of like action comedy movie, or you don't.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like, I'm not gonna say it's a joke movie, but I'm like saying it's like it's gonna be it's a real movie, but it's like the premise is sort of like jokey or whatever. Yeah, and like you see like the people that are playing the parts, and it's like
the cast is awesome.
Yeah, and they look like they know what they're acting in, which is
exactly. Well, and then they look like they're gonna have fun. I mean, it's got fucking. Here's the thing. It's got Henry Cavill. It's got John Cena's in it as like a bit role. It looks like.
Yeah.
And dude, shout out John Cena, man. You give that guy like anything like funny or just like let him chew up the scenery. He's a phenomenal comedic actor.
The craziest thing to me, like to pivot off of that, how many movies John Cena was in before somebody was like, maybe this guy's funny.
Exactly,
because he was in all these like not literal jarhead movies, but like the Marine. That's it. He's in like the Marine. He's in like all these action movies, which he can be a great actor, an action star. But like,
he's good at being an action guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
But give the man a goddamn something to say. You know what I mean? Like let him talk.
Did you ever watch the Peacemaker show?
I never watched the show. Just seen the movie with him in it.
The show's better than the movie. It's so good.
Yeah,
like crazy good.
Right. I'll have to check that out then. Because like
you'd love it. It's really really fucking good.
Yeah, because I loved his character in that. Like And like obviously we talked about already, but like him in the Barbie movie, like
the Barbie movie is great.
Our friend sent me a GIF of him slamming Fred through a coffee table. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if it's supposed to be the Fred movie. What the hell?
Yeah, because the Fred. Well, that's like the thing. God, I can't believe you're making me think about the Fred movie. But
that's such a great GIF, though. Like,
yeah, but he's supposed to be like Fred's dad, or something.
Just body slams him through.
It turns out his dad is John Cena.
That's great. But yeah, John Cena. I don't think he meant to be funny in that role. I think it was just a bit, like, because it's John Cena. But John Cena, funny guy, great actor. I'm sure.
He actually was like incredible in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, which I will still staunchly refuse to watch.
You will see them.
I won't.
You will.
I will not be doing it.
We will be doing it. We're gonna do it. I'm telling you now.
When's the last movie come out? Like,
I don't know.
Tomorrow, probably, because they film these things in like 2 weeks.
No, I don't think it comes out this year. I think it'll be next year.
Okay.
You got time.
So we're gonna do a gosh damn.
We're gonna do a Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious,
like retrospective. Like watch all of them.
It's okay when I edit it. I'm just going to put copyright music and get it taken down. So we're gonna talk about it for 10 hours, and then it's not gonna be.
I mean, yeah, sure. Waste your own time if you want to. I don't know. It's up to you.
No, but yeah, we'll do a damn Fast and Furious when it comes out. A retrospective.
It's gonna be good.
We'll do a tier list.
Oh, I already have it in my head. It's already done.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a tier list. We'll do
a bracket.
A bracket. Yeah, we'll do a
bracket of every Fast and Furious character.
Yeah, exactly. We'll really sell it. It'll be a 7.5. It'll be the runtime of all 11 or however many movies there's gonna be. Is it 11 coming out next?
Yeah, 11.
And the last one.
It's the last one.
Screen.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah. The beginning of the beginning, of the end.
Oh yeah.
The end of the beginning of the end is probably what that one's going to be called, and then Fast 12 will come out.
Yeah, Ouroboros.
No, they're filming both of them simultaneously, so like one will drop, and then you get to the end of it, and then a week later the second one will drop.
Well, I think they said that 10, the one that came out, which we may have already talked about, was supposed to be it was supposed to be a two-parter. So that's why so I think this one was Fast X, right?
Right.
I think it's not going to be called 11. It's going to be called Fast X2,
like Final Fantasy.
yeah. It actually directly mirrors the plot of Final Fantasy X2, where it's about essentially idol singers. You know.
Yeah. Oh man. And what's real and who's.
Hey,
who's
you know
really
what? If Fast and Furious is ever falling on hard times, all they got to do is put K-pop singers in it or something. They'll get views that way.
How awesome would that be?
Dude, put New Jeans in the next Fast and Furious movie.
Like as the actor, as like the crew, or just like it as a
there's
cameo?
a crew that comes in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They hire a group of 5 20-year-old Korean women.
Yeah, but then they're like it's like a Tokyo Drift 2 almost.
Yeah,
where they're in like they're doing like those crazy roads like in Japan and stuff.
Would be like actually sick.
Yeah, man, I love spitballing horrible ideas. Put
I would
New
watch
Jeans as and call it not Tokyo, Soul Drift. That'd be sick.
Soul Drift. Yeah, dude.
Yes, Argyle. Sorry,
Argyle. yeah. Another reason I brought Argyle. As
wrote it back.
It's like supposed to be like a movie based off of a book, but it's like the real world or something. It's like very meta.
Yeah.
But also has like great cast. We talked about John Cena for a minute. We talked about Henry Cavill's in it. The man, the myth, the fucking legend, Sam Rockwell.
Oh, dude, Sam Rockwell.
He's like one of the main characters in the movie.
Top.
I'm
5
I'm seated
actors?
day 1 for Sam Rockwell, straight up.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell's got to be in my top 10.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to do a top 10. Like we'll have to find some way to do like a.
We'll do a
talk
top
about
10
actors,
like actors or actresses. Yeah.
Yeah, because Sam Rockwell in the movie Moon,
incredible,
greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love Moon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam Rockwell, the GOAT. I'm
trying to think who else is in it. Samuel L. Jackson's clearly in it. Bryan Cranston, I think, is in it. What's her face? Bryce Dallas Howard is like the main character.
It literally sounds like they got everybody who's currently in between shoots.
Yeah.
Like I need to keep my SAG insurance this year.
Yeah,
like just get me in on this.
It looks cool. And then of course another reason I talked about it was because it also has Dua Lipa in it.
Oh God, please.
Dua Lipa.
That's the thing. I don't even know who Dua Lipa is.
How do you not know who Dua Lipa is?
Like I've heard the music, but like I could not pick Dua Lipa out of a lineup. I probably could now because
you're going to be able to.
Right. Because I think Dua Lipa was in the damn Barbie movie. I didn't know.
Sure, she was the mermaid.
Sure. The only mermaid I
Barbie.
remember is John Cena.
Bye, Barbie.
That hunk of a mermaid. A merman. But
I don't need to go into the details about how much I love Dua Lipa on video.
We can't do it on video. That's behind closed doors talk. You get fucking cease and desist. But
I can't remember. Someone was like, "Why you love Dua Lipa so much? You could just go to a whole country full of women that look like her." And I said, "I'm on the first place to Barcelona, then, baby." She's not even Spanish.
What is she?
She's what's Action Bronson? She's like
a New Yorker?
No, Eastern European. Fuck.
Like Slavic?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a Slavic ass. I mean, I'm not negatively, but she's got like a Slavic jaw, right?
I don't know. Hold on.
Pull up a picture. Let's pull up. All right.
We're going through a slideshow. Dua Lipa slideshow.
Dua Lipa,
Save me.
Facetune to look more Slavic than she is with a babushka on her.
Albanian.
Is that what
Albanian.
Action Bronson is?
Yeah, he's also Albanian.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Shout out Albania. We'll come do a live show there.
Yeah, I'm going to Albania, dude.
Huh?
I said I'm going to Albania.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
She's got like a Slavic draw. She's kind of got that
I don't know what you
Emily
mean by that.
Deschanel.
We're not good. Look, I know we're talking about being grifters, but we can't get into what's it, physiognomy?
phrenology.
The shit where they talk about like your face shape.
Oh, I don't know about the face shape. I thought you were about phrenology with like the shape of
Oh,
your
that's
skull.
it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Part of that. We're not getting into that part.
No,
man.
but like this is probably all gonna get cut. But here's a picture of Emily Deschanel for reference. She's got a
Maybe.
Slavic jaw.
I don't know, man. You might be right. I'm
You know
sure.
what I'm talking about? It looks like this.
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah. Well, of course you do. Dua
Yeah.
Lipa's got one.
Yeah.
So does Emily Deschanel.
Also, super hot.
Yeah. Let's
Anyway,
change topics. Let's.
I like her for her music, Dylan. How dare you imply otherwise?
I'm sorry.
I do. I love.
Oh yeah, her music's great. But like
I love her music.
I've only ever. It's like when I saw Caroline Polachek. You see her on the album cover, and you see her in
Yeah.
real life. It's like not even the same person. Not in
Yeah.
a bad way, but it's like I couldn't
See it.
pick Dua Lipa out of a lineup from seeing like the Future Nostalgia album art or whatever. That's the one she's on, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Future Nostalgia. Amazing record.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for. She did a single a couple months ago called Houdini.
Mm.
Really good song. She just announced a new song today called
Mm.
Training Season, which will probably be at this point will probably be out before we put this video out, and I'll probably love it.
Right.
Someone
Definitely.
sent me a screenshot of
I'll
it.
get a vertical video right here of Gabe talking into his camera about how much he loves the new song.
I can, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Thanks,
That's
vertical
enough.
Gabe.
That's enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, stop.
God damn it.
Please
Fuck
stop.
that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fucking future Gabe. Always a problem. Screen hog.
yeah. God, someone loves the sound of their own voice. Oh man, but you know, I imagine it's gonna be a good song. I'm really excited to hear it.
And I imagine it's going to be a good movie because we're still talking about Argyle.
I'm stoked.
We
man.
can talk about. That's the thing. Here's the thing. This is going to be a nightmare to edit. Just because.
Who cares? We're spitballing.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. It's just going to be a nightmare to edit
Because we keep talking
it's
about
like.
shit and just like, "Doo-doo."
Yeah. Well, not even like the literal, like this part of editing. That's the easiest part. I just go type in, dualipa.jpg and get that. But,
turn on incognito.
yeah. But no, like, just like, because I'm gonna be listening to it and I'm gonna be forgetting that
You're
we're
gonna-
talking about Argyle, and I'm
we're
like,
gonna
we have to
pause.
cut all this Dua Lipa. What are we talking about Dua Lipa for? But
I want to talk about Dua Lipa. I don't
Right.
give a fuck about Argyle.
right. I mean, honestly,
Yeah, I know the funniest bit about this is unless I like intervene, you're gonna find the most unflattering pictures of Dua Lipa.
oh yeah,
You'll be like, oh yeah,
it's
here's
gonna be like
this
the
one.
what is it? The
This
Beyonce
one?
picture
Yeah,
where she's like mid like thrust.
yeah.
I'm not gonna put it. I love you, Beyonce. I will not put it up there.
You have to just remember that picture. If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Type in like
Weird.
Beyonce.
Okay, I know I joked earlier about like I want to piss off Bad Omens fans or
Mhm.
something. I do not want to piss off Beyonce fans.
Oh god,
Those
no.
people are crazy.
Queen,
Queen B, literally.
literally, Queen
Tangent.
Beyonce.
Tangent time.
Uh huh.
Did you know that there's a show on Amazon, I think. It's produced by Donald Glover. I think maybe he filmed the pilot called Swarm. Did you hear about this?
Mm.
So it's like almost like cinematography wise and like the vibe wise from like the trailer and stuff.
Mm.
Clearly trying to cash in on like how Jordan Peele does horror, right? But it's just like a show, like miniseries. Basically being like, what if Beyonce fans killed people?
Oh, I get it. Swarm.
Swarm,
Yeah.
like a beehive.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the whole like premise of the show.
Wow.
Heard it was good. I didn't watch it.
So it's out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
It looks good. I can't remember who the lead actress is in it, but she's done some cool work too. I remember when it got announced, I was like, oh, that looks really interesting,
Yeah.
and I heard it was cool.
Okay. I have to check it out with all my too bad I didn't watch it with all that infinite free time I had. couple weeks ago,
All right.
which we'll get, last video.
Yeah.
We'll get in. We have already gotten into all the.
Time is a flat circle, my friend.
Yeah, it's a content loop. We've referenced the last video that we haven't filmed yet more than
once.
Well, yeah. So, but yeah.
Now the fun part is remembering all the stuff that we said that we referenced in that video that we have to remember to reference in that video.
Yeah, exactly. We have to talk about. But yeah. So, Argyle seems like it's gonna be cool.
Have you seen the trailer for 2 other ones I want to talk about? Have you seen the trailer for the new Roadhouse?
No.
It just came out today.
Is it good?
It's Jake Gyllenhaal, baby.
Oh shit! That's the only person that could play Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze's character.
Yeah.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those. Did we need a remake of this movie?
No, of course not.
But dude, guess who the okay. So it's like he's playing the Patrick Swayze role, and he's doing the whole like I'm a bouncer, I'm ass kicking, but I got a past. As past as he's like a failed MMA fighter.
Right.
Guess who the villain is?
Conor McGregor.
It's literally Conor McGregor. Yes.
No way.
Yes, it is literally Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor.
There's no fucking way.
Conor McGregor is playing the villain in the Roadhouse movie. Yes.
Oh my god, that's.
And he is cheesing it up every second he's in the trailer.
Well, here's the issue. I don't think Conor McGregor can act.
I don't think he can either.
So it's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be like Terabad, dude.
Yeah. God, that's awesome.
It's going straight to
I'm
streaming.
a genius. See, that's like the funny side of me. As soon as you said he's a failed MMA fighter, it's like it'd be so goddamn funny
if it was Conor McGregor.
if it was Conor McGregor.
And it literally is.
Because Conor McGregor is like a failed MMA fighter now, ain't he?
Yeah.
Does he go? Is it like
I don't
he's
fucking-
just a businessman now, right? Does he fight
he's
still?
something.
He sells like the worst whiskey in the world, I think. Papa
Probably.
number 12. We'll contact us.
Oh my
I'll
God.
drink it on. I'll drink it
I
on.
don't want to get my ass kicked by Conor McGregor.
No, I don't want to get my
Granted,
ass
he
kicked.
can't land a hit to save his life anyway, so
Oh man, but no, we'll drink proper number 12, and I won't make any faces while I do it if you pay me.
I will.
And this man doesn't drink, so.
That's why I will make a face.
Oh, you will make a face.
Yeah, because when
I thought you were gonna say, perfect. Yeah.
yeah, well, man, I could try.
Yeah, you're not gonna be.
I'm not going to.
No, God no.
Oh man.
But that's crazy. Roadhouse, another remake that I wanted to bring up
Okay.
because of Donald Glover.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs.
Mr. and
Smith
Mrs. Smith.
looks awesome,
It does.
but I'm sensing a butt coming.
No, but Donald Glover is he saw Tenet. He's like, I want to be that. I want to do that. I want to like be the action spy guy.
I would love to see him.
He's great. He looks like he looks great in it, but it is just funny because he grew the beard out. Which I guess he's had the beard maybe
He's had a
now
beard.
for a while.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, since the damn music video that got popular. That definitely wasn't a social critique on anything. It was just a very
Oh,
fun.
This is America.
Yeah.
My
He had a
God,
beard
Dylan,
in
that was so
too.
many years ago now.
I'm saying, but he had a beard then.
He goes
So,
in between having a beard.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I haven't seen him in.
Have you not watched Atlanta?
No, I don't watch Atlanta.
You should watch Atlanta.
That's stupid.
It's really good. Hulu.
Oh God, no, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I can't watch Atlanta.
I mean, it's on FX,
I live it.
so it's on Hulu.
You know, I live it.
I live it.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I don't live that lifestyle. You know, I'm a white guy in the suburbs.
He's literally me for real, dude.
Yeah, right. But no, so I haven't seen him in a minute. But
I think Donald Glover could be a really cool choice for I'd love to see him do action movies. Pretty sick.
yeah, I would too. But it's like, I mean, it's cool. I really
really-
want to see it. I keep seeing it. Like I kept saw the trailers for it and stuff.
I really want to see him in something of I'm not okay. Not TV related because Atlanta is good and is substance. It is a good show.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see him in I want to see him get his flowers, man. I want to see him get an actual meaty role on screen to be in, not just, hey, I'm the voice of Simba. Hey, I'm the Lando Calrissian. I'm,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Those are awesome opportunities. But I would love to see a movie that proves his actual acting chops on the big screen.
Right. I was gonna say get that man a role in a Mike Flanagan
That would be
miniseries.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be really good, actually.
We'll talk about Mike Flanagan in the last episode.
We already talked about Mike Flanagan in the last episode.
It's a flat circle, buddy.
Flat circle.
I want to say Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I want to say Donald Glover looks more like an action guy now than Brad Pitt did in the Mr. Like Brad Pitt just doesn't look like a guy. He doesn't look like that kind of guy.
No, Brad Pitt looks like Brad Pitt.
Well, in that, and especially in that movie, like
yeah, he looks like a fucking like model. Yeah, he was very. That was like peak. Well, you know that what was it? The filming of that movie is like what broke up his marriage with Jennifer Aniston because him and Angelina Jolie just started fucking on set. Basically,
I didn't know that.
I think.
I mean,
cite me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Or baseless speculations.
I'm pretty sure that's like the common thing.
Yeah.
As they met on the set of that movie and ruined
Oh
relationships.
darn! I have to break up with Jennifer Aniston to get with
Angelina Jolie. My life is so hard.
Send prayers, guys.
Thoughts and prayers for Brad Pitt being the most handsome man alive.
Jesus, he has to go. Like he probably had like a week where he didn't. Like he wasn't, in the arms of one of the most beautiful women.
From one of the most beautiful women to the next most beautiful woman.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But no, so you had one more.
Oh, have you seen Lisa Frankenstein?
No.
Okay.
When you first said it, here's how fucked my brain
you
is.
Thought Lisa Frank?
No. I thought Lisa Simpson. So you said Lisa Frankenstein, and I just got an image of Lisa Simpson, as Frankenstein.
Put that up there.
Yeah, Mid-Journey. As soon as you said it, I'm like,
it's pretty good.
I'm like,
I think it's maybe supposed to be a play on words of like Lisa Frank, like the Trapper Keeper art. You know what I mean?
The what?
Lisa Frank, like the fucking like the frogs and like dolphins and shit. Oh my god, Lisa.
Am I crazy?
I think you
Is
are
a
crazy.
real person?
Yeah, well, it's like it's like an artist, and it was like, it's like a company.
What?
Hold on.
Make sure, let's get the phone on.
Lisa Frank. This kind of
stuff? Sure.
Is this ringing a bell for you?
No, but sure.
Really?
I mean, it looks like a folder of like every girl in elementary and middle school.
Yeah, and they were all made by Lisa Frank.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I'm following.
Okay, I think it's supposed to be like a portmanteau of Lisa Frankenstein. Anyway, it's a comedy, like horror comedy. Looks like written by Diablo Cody. Wrote Jennifer's Body.
Okay,
she's written some other stuff of note. Jennifer's Body being the main thing. I feel like she has her claim to fame for, which is a hilarious movie.
Right. That's
Megan Fox. Amanda Seyfried. Yeah.
I wanted to say, I was literally just, the word Meg was all I had.
Meg Griffin. Meg Griffin in Jennifer's Body. Put it right here.
Yeah. Mid-Journey. Thank you. This is really going to be a nightmare. Okay. I have to pay for Mid-Journey at this point for all the jokes we've been making about AI. But go ahead.
But it's got Cole Sprouse is in it. And Catherine Newton. She was in this movie called Freaky with Vince Vaughn. Awesome. Don't know if you've seen it. Very funny movie. It's basically like Freaky Friday is a horror movie. She body swaps with a serial killer.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So she plays like the serial killer because he's in her body, and then Vince Vaughn is supposed to be acting like a teenage girl.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
So the premise of Lisa Frankenstein is like the Catherine Newton girl is like playing like a high schooler. She's like goth looking. She's like, I have no friends. Yeah. I don't talk to boys. I don't do any of this kind of stuff. And apparently she like hangs out at a graveyard and she has a crush on this like statue of like a fucking handsome boy that's buried there or something. And somehow that boy comes back to life like as a fucking like zombie and like sneaks into her house and shit, and she's like, "Oh, it's you. Oh, but you just smell awful." Like he's like necrotic, like he's like fucking
falling
apart and shit.
Yeah.
It's gross. But she's like, they try to play into the like, oh, you can't fix men kind of thing, but she's gonna fix him,
Yeah.
or whatever. And somehow it turns into like them killing people and them like harvesting parts of like jocks and stuff.
Yeah.
To like make him look pretty.
Yeah.
So like by the end of the movie, he just looks like Cole Sprouse.
Right.
It looks hilarious.
Yeah.
I know I can see the look in your eye of like, but I'll show you the trailer.
It's definitely, the idea is like the doo-doo dog shit to like perfection.
Yeah.
But it's going to be one or the other. There is no like in between.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it looks really like schlocky and like campy, corny, but like on purpose. It looks like fucking Heathers meets Edward Scissorhands meets like a horror movie or something, like really like B horror kind of shit, which it could be fun.
Yeah. Look forward to our review of Lisa
Frankenstein. Comes out in February. We'll review it.
Just content farm, dude.
We'll do it, man.
By the time everything starts rolling out after January, just every weekend.
Well, there we go.
New movie.
We're gonna be doing it.
Hey, not gonna complain. We're gonna have to keep like a list of all the content we've absorbed.
I've got a list brewing.
Year. Yeah.
That's why we gotta start Letterboxd, man. So we can log all of our stuff.
Follow us on Letterboxd.
So you can follow us on Letterboxd.
We're just gonna make a Eternal Disco, or are you gonna have our own separates? I guess we do our own separates.
Yeah, we just link them both.
Compare and contrast. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. And like I said, Bobby Diablo Cody writing it, and it's directed by Zelda Williams.
Yeah,
it's Robin Williams' daughter.
Sweet. Has she done anything before?
I don't know. I don't know if this is her directorial debut or not.
Yeah.
It's possible that it is.
Yeah.
Look it up, but I won't. It's funny if I don't.
Yep. Actually, directorial debut.
Directorial debut, yes or no? I guess we'll find out.
I'm gonna put I didn't look it up.
Yeah.
LOL.
LOL.
Yeah. But
we're actively trying to make this hard on you for editing purposes.
Yeah. I mean,
it's fine.
Time's a flat circle, so. What the fuck has Cole Sprouse been in? Because I just know him from like
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like, what the hell? Like,
he was like starred on Riverdale for like 7 years or some shit. Did you not see Riverdale?
No, I've never seen Riverdale.
Dylan, we have to watch Riverdale.
Wait. What is it?
It's David Lynch for CW kids.
That's got my fucking attention.
Okay, it's like it's fucking standing on a seesaw of like the worst thing ever to the best thing ever, like the doo-doo dog shit thing magnificent scale.
Yeah.
It just teeters.
Right.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
It's based on Archie comics. It's like Betty and Veronica and Archie and Jughead and shit like that.
Jesus.
But also like the craziest shit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And every actor looks like they're like, I mean, they knew the assignment. It was just get in there and chew up that fucking script, baby. It's almost commendable.
Right.
And it has some of the funniest fucking clips of like a show that's clearly like playing it straight, but there's no way they're taking it seriously.
Right.
There's a scene, I think in like season 2 or 3, where Archie is in like jail or something. I don't remember 100%. But he's like getting into like a fight or something with these guys, or these guys are about to jump him.
Yeah.
And his solution to like resolving peace is basically going like, you guys seen The Longest Yard? Essentially, it's like wants to try to make them play football.
Yeah.
And they're like, one of the guys is like, I'm in here for stabbing and murdering my mama. And he goes, then you haven't then you don't know the ups and downs of high school football. I don't know. It's magnificent. It's a glorious show.
You're almost selling me as a migraine comes on.
Put in the comments if you want to watch me make Dylan watch Riverdale.
What else are we talking about today?
I don't know. You went and saw Tool last night. That sounds awful.
I did. It was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
when I was like 18 or 19, and I saw Tool. Shout out Mr. Y if you watching.
Dude, shout out Mr. Y, dude.
My history teacher, I believe, at the time.
A push, baby.
Yep. He took me to see Tool. It was cool. It was a great experience. 13 years later, last night, I was snoozing.
I mean, I could have told you that.
I was snoozing. Like, only person who looked like they had fun was Justin Chancellor, the bass player. He's the only one that looked like he was having a good time.
Average bass player activities.
Yeah. I'll input, like, I know Tool is famous for their no like, you know, cell phone policy, no video policy, but I'll try to find some clip of the way Justin Chancellor dances like nobody's watching.
It's commendable. I mean, like I said, I feel like, no slander to bass players, but like, I feel like they're like kind of relegated to being that guy in any band you see. Because like, I mean, outside of Tool, because Tool has like crazy bass parts, obviously,
right?
But like most bands don't. So you're playing the most like rudimentary shit on stage. So you gotta have some energy. Of
zeros.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it was cool. Like, so they played like a Fear Inoculum song, in which my eyes started glazing over. Then they played Jambi. Cool song.
Yeah.
Then they did like the Lost Keys into Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
So like those, like basically 2 songs, great.
Yeah.
Like high energy. Everybody like woke up finally.
Yeah.
And then they played another, I think it's Numa, the one popular song because Danny Carey has a cool drum part in it. Not really that cool to me. So, yeah, I mean,
my
it's
brain's
whatever.
Smoothed over, man. Sorry.
Yeah, it's whatever. So they played Numa. It was pretty boring. The light show was incredible. The lighting and the sound, immaculate. Probably like the best like visual experience and the best like sound of pretty much any concert I've been to.
Yeah.
But like the actual songs being played when it was a Fear Inoculum track, I was weeping because they're all like 12 minutes long and they feel like they're 25 minutes long.
Yeah, you were telling me that it was like they played from like 8 to like 11 or some shit.
8:30 to 11.
And I'm like, their set list only lists like 10 songs. And you're like, yeah, because every song is like 12 minutes long. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, and so a great example is every song on Fear Inoculum was like 12 minutes long, and it feels a lot longer. But then like when you look up like on the when you look up on like Setlist FM, the breakdown, by number of songs, Fear Inoculum is only like 50% of the number of they played like 5 Fear Inoculum songs or 6 or whatever out of like 12, right? But minute wise, it's like 80% of the set.
Oh yeah,
you know,
because those songs are so much longer than the other songs are playing.
But then they played The Grudge, which is my personal favorite. It's like one of the first songs by Tool that I really like dug my teeth into as like a music nerd. And like, wow, like that's cool. And the lyrics, I was like, well, I actually gave a shit about lyrics for Tool songs. But it's basically just like, feels like.
What do you mean? You don't want to hear Maynard talk about how much cell phones are like fentanyl? Yeah,
literally a line he said was, he commented on the fact that if you can't stay off your cell phone for 2 hours, you're addicted worse than fentanyl.
You're addicted. You're a drug fiend.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up.
But literally, like, when you read, like, Tool lyrics, half the time it sounds like he found a Wikipedia article and just started reading it, you know? Like 46 and 2, The Grudge, and all this stuff. But great music. Yeah. But, like, the energy level between Fear Inoculum tracks and, like, The Grudge people went nuts.
Yeah.
And then everybody sat back down with their seats.
That's hilarious.
And like, just like, I mean, I'd say 30 around my age was like the minimum age, you know, for that concert. Like, there's a bunch of like 30, like early 30 somethings.
Yeah, because you're like, yeah, we're gonna go see Tool, and I was like,
because you were like 18 when fucking like the last, like during like the end of the 10,000 Days album cycle, like 2006, 2010, you know, when they were really touring 10,000 Days a lot. Which is when I saw them. It's like you were 18.
I wasn't even 18.
Well, you were. I'm saying like if you're like early to mid 30s, like most of the people there.
Yeah.
So it's like early to mid 30s to like 60s, 50s. You know. Like
yeah, like when I was 10,000 Days came out, what, 2006?
Yeah.
Bro, I was like 12.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30 now.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking
it was crazy. Like it's kind of a random tangent, but yeah, that Tool show, such a snoozer. I got offered pre-rolls and mushrooms on the way into the building.
That's awesome.
Like that's not something you see every day, especially when they got like 10 cops directing traffic around the event.
I mean, dude, you don't think half the crowd was on DMT watching the Tool set?
Oh, dude, you know, not gonna, you know, list any names, but my friend that we went with, guy in front of us pulled out a vape to go to the metal detector. Like put it in with it. Oh, you can't have vapes inside. He's like, okay, you can just throw it away, I guess. She's like, okay. And so our buddy like didn't pull his vape out. He's like, I'm not throwing away a $50 vape, like a, you know, Delta 8 vape. So he was just, you know, he got pretty smoked up, and you know, and you could smell it. Like you could smell like the Delta 8 pins come out when the set started. Like, yeah. So like, but yeah, it was crazy though. Like legitimately, like you walk down the street, guy selling knockoff Tool merch, guy selling shots of alcohol, guy selling mushrooms.
Awesome.
So it was crazy, man. And it's in like just the most like walkable part of Atlanta, like, you know, just like dead middle of downtown, like district like financial district or something. You know, just Georgia World Congress Center's right there, Ted Turner Drive's right there, and then like just a bunch of Tool fans mobbing the streets, man. It's crazy.
Fucking dude, it's just nuts to me because like I remember you being like, yeah, we're gonna go see Tool. You in? I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, where's it at? And you're like, oh, it's at State Farm. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I can't. Who's going to see Tool after that last record? And apparently a lot of old people.
Yeah. So the one thing about it, I will say too, State Farm, it might be the last time I see State Farm Arena show because I don't look like it sitting on camera. I'm 6'6", like 250 pounds.
Yeah.
And trying to navigate the seats.
Oh yeah, they're steep, dude.
The 200 section, like the quote unquote like nosebleeds, pretty much. We sat at the very bottom of the 200 section, so like you go down, like it's literally like the steps to hell. Like you look down and you get vertigo. Yeah, you know, they're so steep. So you walk all the way down there, and then to cross in front of people, you're literally like my buddy said, if he felt like Nathan Drake or somebody, like a action character in like a video game where like you're like on the ledge, like shimmying, you know, like it literally like we're like your toes are gripping the edge of the concrete, trying not to fall, like while you're sliding across. So like, it was horrible. If I ever go back, I've got to make a lot more money than I do now, and I'm gonna get like one of the middle of the like room, like tier
the 100s
seats.
Yeah.
Either the 100s or they have like the individual like booths almost around the middle, like something like that. Because dude, being up there in the 200 section, I'm too big. I will, and the wall to stop you from falling comes to like my thigh.
Nah, see, if
somebody pushed me, I'm dead.
Here's what we gotta do.
Yeah,
I think it's sold completely the fuck out, obviously. But sometime this year, I think in like the summer, Olivia Rodrigo's playing.
I saw that
at State Farm.
It was on the screen up there.
We should
July or something like that.
We should go and be the two oldest men in the room.
I'll be sure to wear some like Coke bottle glasses. Be like, you know, like
actually,
you know, Paramore got a writing credit. You guys should really listen to some old Paramore if you like this.
That song, it really just rips off a Wet Leg song. I know that's probably too obscure for you guys, but
mansplained
to teenagers,
all the O-Rod fans,
dude. I want to see her though.
I don't know if I do, but I would.
I do. I hear she puts on a good show.
Yeah.
Pink Pantheress is opening for that. Like it's gonna be a cool show. I do actually want to go. So we're gonna do it.
State Farm's gonna get my money again.
They're gonna get your money again, man. We'll find. Look, I'll work my magic. We'll wait until the last minute. We'll find some poor sad sap sucker 17-year-old girls that can't go anymore.
Yeah.
And get them to bum me their tickets for half off.
Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do that, and then we'll make a vlog of me taking you to a Hawks game there.
I would love to go to a Hawks game.
Yeah.
I love basketball, man.
Dude, it's so crazy because it's set up all right for a music venue.
Yeah.
You know, for a NBA stadium, but it's like, man, like I said, like, because when you're in the 200s and you're looking down, you know, normally you're looking in the middle.
Well, yeah, that's
not the very
that's
far
why
edge
they're
of this.
so steep.
Yeah,
Is because it's set up to be a sports arena.
right. So I'm saying, like, it's definitely like watching a concert across the court from you is like horrible there. But a Hawks game though,
I'd love to go to a Hawks game.
we've been once. It's fun.
I've never been to a professional basketball game.
They're crazy. Before they start, they got like crazy events going on the whole time. It's,
hell yeah,
it's cool.
it's a cool vibe.
Yeah, go get a haircut at the.
Oh yeah, because they've got like a barber shop in there.
Yeah, I think
Hell
it's
yeah.
Killer Mike's, ain't it?
Oh, he might.
I think it's Killer Mike's barber shop in
I
there.
mean, I know he has one over there on Edgewood, but I didn't know he had one.
What's the name of it? It's like some.
I could not tell you.
But and we'll fact check. I'll cut it out if not. But we'll fact check if it
It's
truly
actually
is
there or
Killer
not.
Mike's
Which is
barbershop.
on the screen, you know.
Yeah, I'll do the red letter media where they do the red circle zooming in. That says
Yeah,
wrong.
Wrong. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do it.
I'll steal that bit. Sorry, Mike and Jeff.
It'll be all right. They'll never see it.
Rich Evans will forgive me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Slip him a 20.
Yeah. Oh, international child star, Rich Evans. So yeah, Tool show, garbage. Olivia Rodrigo show,
We'll be gas.
gas.
Hey, wherever we stand, we'll be able to see over the crowd.
Yeah, that's true. We'll be able to start the pit up there. Like we'll start fights in there and start throwing kids over the
Oh, dude,
railings.
just slinging children.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah. Dude.
Throw them like Mario does Bowser at the end
Oh
of
my
Mario
God,
Super
man.
Mario 64.
Ariana Grande's back, apparently.
Sure.
I mean,
I do like some of her songs.
I do too. I listened to the new song because people were, it's out, you know?
Yeah.
People were talking about it. It's like, I don't remember, someone was telling me that it sounded like something. And I was like, they said it was like moving into that like retro kind of like disco-y kind of sound that like stuff like Dua Lipa. And that's what they said. So that's what I thought. And then I clicked on it and I was like, this is not that at all.
Yeah.
It sounds like Vogue by Madonna. Like it's got that like Vogue beat to it,
Yeah.
which has got to be intentional for sure.
Right.
But I know people were mad about it. I don't know a lot about the Ariana Grande controversy from like last year where apparently she like cheated on. No. She didn't cheat on anybody. She hooked up with like a married man or something. It's like some Broadway star or something. I don't know. All I know
Hey,
about
man,
it is the
fuck you,
dude looks
fuck.
like a fucking goober.
Oh my God.
And I was like, man, is it that easy to pull Ariana Grande?
I mean,
Can we fact check me? Put him here. Yeah, goober. All right, cool.
big goober. So
That's about it
that's
for
about
that.
it.
21 Savage put out an album. 21.
So controversial.
Oh,
I do not like 21
You're gonna
Savage.
tell me you don't like 21 Savage?
I mean, like, okay, so rap I listen to, Death Grips,
Sure.
like, you know, He Who Shall Not Be Named, and Kendrick Lamar. Like, I need some energy behind it, right? And like,
Everyone's got energy, man.
no,
Come on.
no,
Someone's never listened to Savage Mode 2.
dude. Okay, what song? I just listened to a song with 21 on it, and they're like, he sounds electric on this. It is 21.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just can't get behind, like,
He's got some, like,
because
his delivery's kind of like always the same in the same
right.
ballpark. It's just like sometimes he has like crazy beats.
Yeah, exactly. And like our friend Travis, he loves like the super cold, like Freddie Gibbs style stuff.
yeah.
And it's like you can be like cold and like have that sort of like same flow or like
Yeah.
similar flow and just like keep it going over like hard beats and stuff. Just 21 don't do it for me, man.
Bad take.
Okay. I mean,
But-
sure,
that's fine.
but
Well, you know the funnier thing about it is that it's like, you know, he put out like a poster, like a movie poster, saying that like he was doing a movie,
yeah.
like a biopic about himself, and it was gonna have Donald Glover in it, and the like kid from Stranger Things.
Which
don't-
one? Snap or whatever?
No. Yeah,
kid?
Noah Schnapp's playing 21 Savage in the biopic.
He could.
Which kid
He's-
do you
he's-
think it is, Dylan?
Oh. Well, I thought you said he's playing himself.
No.
I thought you said he's making a biopic.
He's
about
making a
himself.
biopic about himself.
I thought the way you
and
said
Donald
it.
Glover and was Caleb McLaughlin, I think is his
We're
name.
cutting that part out.
No, we're not. We are leaving that in.
No, I was just like, I don't know, a Stranger Things kid.
Mid-Journey, can you show me Noah Schnapp
I thought,
as
okay,
21 Savage?
I thought that you were a bit like Donald Glover was gonna play.
Yeah, he is. They both are.
Oh, like a young one.
Yeah, like there's like him as a kid or younger,
Okay.
and then him like current day, and it's played by Donald Glover, who's older than 21 Savage is, so it's kind of funny.
Right. Yeah. 21's like 20 something, right? Like,
Yeah,
he's young.
he's like maybe around our age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was still like kind of mid 20s. I thought he was still.
maybe.
Young kid.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I will pay for
Mid-Journey,
Mid Journey. I don't know if you have to pay for it or not, but Noah Schnapp is.
21 Savage.
That's because whenever somebody says the Stranger
That's
Things
so
kid,
funny. It's
When-
so funny.
whenever somebody says the Stranger Things kid, because of all the controversy, it's always in my mind Noah Schnapp.
Yeah, fuck him. I hope he gets.
That's what
hit
I'm
with a
saying.
brick,
But it was like, you're like the Stranger Things kid. I was like, well, the only one I know because of recent events is like, I don't know any of their other fucking names.
I don't.
Noah
I know
Schnapp.
Millie Bobby Brown. That's about it.
Oh, well, Millie Bobby Brown. But she's surpassed Stranger. She's not the Stranger Things kid anymore.
she's
Millie Bobby.
kind of still the Stranger
Yeah,
Things
but
kid.
she's the Godzilla kid now. No, she's not.
Don't talk about that. Disappointment.
Dude, we could literally talk. This could be a 6-hour fucking episode, dude.
Good.
Because we could just start talking about the Godzilla and the new Godzilla. Now we're gonna go watch the black.
We
and
need
white
to go
movie.
see it, man.
Yeah,
I think it's this weekend.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we got shit going on, but we buy it.
Shit, I got time, baby.
Got time. I got time.
I got time.
Me when I got time.
Yeah. There's Gabe when he's got time.
Me when I got time. Oh, I don't know. Fuck Noah Schnapp. I hope he gets hit with a brick.
Oh, I'd hit him with a brick.
I'd hit him with a brick.
Oh, yeah.
Me.
Oh, we can't
me-
take a hive mind bit, but I'd kill Noah.
Fucking me. Yeah. Me and my friends would beat Noah Schnapp to death with hammers. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you that much.
Holy shit.
Anyway, the whole point I was getting to is that he put out this like poster, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, is this like for real? And then he put out a trailer, like a whole fucking trailer for this movie.
Mm.
Which I still actually have not seen. We should watch it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he put out an album. We like surprise drop an album. It's called like American Dream, the 21 Savage story or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was still kind of like, I was like, so was the trailer a bit for just like
right.
for
It's
the
gotta
album?
be.
No, it apparently has a release date for like July or something. Is
Okay.
what I looked up.
Yeah.
But while I was in the bathroom a minute ago in between cuts, I saw a thing on Twitter where he was on like a podcast or a radio show and basically was like, no, it's not a real movie. That's all it was. It was just a trick.
Yeah.
But he was letting people think that it was still a real movie,
Right. Okay.
which would have been funny.
that would have been that. Yeah. Especially if it had Noah Schnapp.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about?
What's that?
We should have talked about it earlier when we were doing drama stuff, but what's good? We'll begin and end the video with drama.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
We got to talk about the architect stuff.
Oh yeah. All right. So I want to start
Go ahead.
by saying Architects is like, to me, like one or two good albums. It just so happens to be.
I think they've got more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you would maybe think they had more than that if you went back a little bit further.
Austin, when we were working together
Mm-hmm.
at a unlabeled shipping company,
Yeah.
I listened to some of it and I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But then what's the name of the one that I like?
All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us.
All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. Great record. Little samey, but a great record.
It's great. Yeah.
And then I listened to, I think, the next one.
Holy Hell.
Yeah. And I think it had... Was that the one that... Well, maybe it wasn't that one then. Maybe I only like one record. But that's a great record.
Unless maybe you listen to Lost Together, Lost Forever.
Maybe. I've listened to like more than one Architects record, but All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. Great concept, great record, crazy story behind it. You know, all that stuff. Yeah. And then ever since then, I couldn't give a fuck. And now the drama is that the what's his name's Adam Christensen. Adam, who gives a fuck?
Fucking, he's either the bass player or the guitar player. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's a tool apparently. Loop that back around. Yeah, right. He was caught in 4K retweeting a Tim Pool like quote tweet about like something to do with trans people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. First of all, you're from the fucking UK. Why do you care about Tim Pool? Why do you care about
America's dumbest right-wing grifter?
Yeah, he's a fucking grifting piece of shit. Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah.
Fuck Tim Pool. Yeah, so people like caught him doing this, and they're like, "Why would you? Why would you do this?" Especially considering that they're like their big thing is that they're like, Architects was like a left-leaning, pretty like vocal activist kind of band at one point.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So people were naturally pretty mad about it because they're like, we've got a lot of fans that identify like with this kind of stuff, and it's kind of fucked up for you to be posting stuff like that. I did not watch the video clip. We can put the tweet here. I'll find a screenshot of it. I'll probably put a bunch of screenshots right here where we're
we'll just
we'll go full drama
cover the
tube.
whole screen.
Yeah, we'll go full drama tube on this. So he posts this stuff about this. People get real mad about it.
Yeah,
understandably.
Right.
And then it's like a fucking like betting game. I was like, let's bet the line on this shit. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna do the silent method and just act like it didn't happen? Are they gonna kick him out? Which most people were like calling for his head and kick him out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna necessarily say they should kick him out. I don't know. That's beyond me. But dude should at least apologize,
right,
or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I'm not the one offended. It's not up to me to figure out what the rest, like the retribution should be.
He should just retweet like a Chink Uger.
Yeah.
Tweet or something.
Yeah. Balance it out.
Balance it out.
Follow Hasanabi.
Yeah. Just follow Hasanabi on Twitter and you're fine.
Yeah. God. But the funny thing about it is like people, like I said, I was going to get back to it. Funny people were like, they used to be this band. And I'm like, I'm going to be real with you, dog. The writing's been on the wall for this band for a while. They're cooked.
Yeah.
And not just sonically, it could be viewpoint wise too.
Yeah.
Because yes, they had this whole thing way back in the day. Like, they've been very vocal about like, I think most of the people in the band are like vegan. They're big like environmentalists and stuff like that. And in the UK, they did like a big push for Jeremy Corbyn at one point, who I know was, I'm not super familiar with UK politics. Just full disclaimer. But he's more of like the left side over there. He was essentially the UK's Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
So they were super, super vocal about supporting him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff like that. But then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And I distinctly remember this happening right after, like right when COVID was like starting to die down for the first time and shows were starting to come back, is that like their drummer, Dan, he like had some like anti-mask, anti-vax type shit that kind of got slid under the rug because I don't know, people called him out on it when it happened, but it kind of just went to the wayside because he didn't double down on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's rumors that they canceled a US tour because somebody didn't want to get vaccinated.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that it was a thing being thrown around the internet.
Right.
And then people were doing some research whenever, this whole thing started with the guitarist guy. and like he follows Temple, Dan follows Temple. They're following all these like right-wing grifting kind of people.
Yeah.
So like 2 + 2 = 4, my guy.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, and like to piggyback on that, their newest music that they've been releasing where they're like, oh, you bunch of snowflakes or whatever, getting mad at us about sucking big ass like
yeah, well, that's the thing about their music.
Yeah.
Over time has become more and more like arena rock kind of sounding shit.
Yeah.
And they're very definitely like playing, like placating and like leaning to the audience of like these people that are going to pay to go to these fucking cock rock, red state, butt rock festivals.
Yeah.
You know, that's the audience that they're catering to with their music. So now it just seems like they're catering to their politics too.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, like, if you look up, if I went over there and looked up what playlist Architects was on, it's like kick-ass metal and like the extreme workout playlist. Like they're getting they're
getting big octane money. For sure.
Exactly. They're getting the gym bros and
they're getting those people who don't give a shit about politics.
Yeah.
At best.
At best.
Yeah, at best they don't care.
Right.
At worst,
so that when they announce that they're playing like Welcome to Rockville or
people are like,
whatever festivals like the Pantera reunion
exactly
is gonna be playing.
Yeah, the same festivals that Tool plays.
Yeah. Oh god, dude.
So they're clearly catering to this kind of thing. And then I did make a joke about that new song, which we didn't talk about the song, but the song's bad. It's not good.
I'm gonna put like a 3-second clip of it sped really fast up right here.
Yeah. The fucking hyper pop the song real quick. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it sucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so that's what they meant by seeing red.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Architects like musically have been like going like fast, fading fast.
Fading fast. That last
they're
album
circling
was
the drain.
for sure.
And then for them to basically like just at this point, like because they've been called out, they basically get a free card to just start grifting.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because the thing about like, let's talk about that song real quick. The song, the lyrics are bad, like awful, and
Garbage.
It's all like, you only like us when we're mad. You only like us when we're angry. You guys are always, sending us death threats or whatever. Okay, sure. Like, I think I told you because I made you listen to the song.
Oh yeah.
And I think I remember telling you then, I was like, the thing that pisses me off about it, but you could make a song with this sentiment, like fuck them, But I think it would have actually been funnier and like more commendable is if they would have made a song like that, but made it their like poppiest song.
Yeah.
Because
just
the whole thing is that they made this like heavy song to get back at the people that want heavy songs. So I'm like, you're giving them what they want.
Yeah.
And it just was kind of weak. I mean, the lyrics are bad. The song's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the guitar part's kind of cool.
Sure.
But it's just a lot of Gojira sounding shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine. But then you couple that with all the grifting going on clearly here.
Yeah.
And then the dude took the funniest response possible, by the way, which is going, whoops, my finger slipped. I didn't mean to retweet that. Uh-oh, Butterfingers.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. I'll put that there too. And everyone's like,
Dog, we can see.
Dog, we can see your liked tweets.
Yeah.
You like this stuff.
Yeah.
You like the replies to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't a mistake. Yeah, you got caught.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like Architects, like I had a lot of respect for them because I believe we saw them right after
their guitars passed.
Guitars passed. It was very emotional. It was a really cool set. Everybody was showing a lot of love there, and I was like, wow, this is like a cool band.
And they were.
Yeah. And now, but it's just like to see how far they've fallen since like just the few years ago now when we saw them.
They just there's a lot I could talk about how much I don't love the directions that they started to take over time.
Yeah.
And we could theoretically, whenever we start doing our discography series, they'd be a good target because they've got a decent amount of albums.
Yeah.
There's some variety there.
Yeah.
There's some clear changes, some cool history there. This will be a funny footnote right at the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Seeing Red's going to the top of the tier list
For sure.
for
For
owning
sure.
the libs.
Owning the libs. Yeah, truly. But the funniest thing, I think, that's like one of the funniest shit about it is like the arguments with it is that like fucking Ronnie Radke got involved
Yeah.
and like people from Falling in Reverse. And they're like, you guys are too sensitive. You guys are fucking sensitive. Bunch of pussy ass libs. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I'm like, dude, if Falling in Reverse is on your side,
Yeah.
you fucked it. You've lost the plot.
Life really is like a video game.
Life is like a video game for
It
sure.
really is.
Yeah, it's so funny because like these people are getting involved doing this. There's a whole nother layer to that too, because last year Spirit Box was supposed to do a tour, or some dates at least,
Mm-hmm.
with Falling in Reverse,
Yeah.
and their fans were like, "Why would you do that? Why would you?"
Spirit Box fans.
Spirit Box fans,
Right.
Spirit Box fans were mad because they're like, "Why would you tour with Ronnie Radke? Because he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Dude's a piece of shit."
Yeah.
And they dropped the tour.
Right.
And then Ronnie Radke went nuclear on Twitter, being like, "These goddamn fucking woman cave to the lips." You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I
Dude, we
can't.
could make a whole fucking video about Ronnie Radke.
I would love to.
Let's
And
get
I
Brad
hope-
tasting music
And I
on
hope
for it.
he sees it and calls me a fat pussy online. That would make my day, actually.
Yeah. Let's get Brad tasting music on here to chop shop with Ronnie Radke.
Oh, Ronnie Radke. Oh, yeah.
But
But
God,
anyway,
dude.
Spirit Box was going to be on that show. Dropped it.
yeah.
That got brought up because Spirit Box is also touring with Architects right now. Currently on tour with them as this is all happening.
Yeah.
So now there's people that are mad that it's like a double standard because they're not dropping the tour. I'm not gonna say that they should or shouldn't, because I will say that
If they're actively on tour,
this already started.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're actively on tour, you would absolutely. I
can't
guess
just
you
drop.
don't really care, but it would fuck you a lot harder.
Yeah.
It would fuck up a lot of things
Yeah.
a lot harder than if you drop a tour that hasn't started yet.
Exactly. Yeah, because you haven't
Yeah.
already like poured money into it and stuff like
Yeah.
that yet.
You just never.
The commitments and stuff.
And if you really just want to be like that about it, just tour with them and just never talk to them. And never
Exactly.
tour with them again.
I never do it again.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm like, all right, I feel like we're
Because Spirit Box, like you said, commitments like Spirit Box, they got to make money too. They got to live.
yeah. And
Like,
that was the thing.
you can't because you've already blocked off that 3 months or whatever.
That was
of
the
your
thing
life.
with that. That was the thing with that Fall in Reverse thing. Is I was like, I mean, here's the thing. It was smart to take that tour with them because they basically were playing fucking 5D chess, where they're like, okay, we announced that we're touring with this band that people are not gonna like, and either we make a lot of money because these guys still pull really well, because they do,
It's crazy. To
which is
me.
crazy because they're like one of the worst bands I've ever heard.
I think the worst,
One
like
of-
in
yeah.
the genre. Yeah.
Yeah. But they pull. They have
Yeah.
crazy crowds.
Yeah. It's
And
like
it's like we-
metalcore penis music.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad.
It's as dookie as Tom McDonald with Tom McDonald breakdowns. Yeah.
That man can rap. Not Tom McDonald. Ronnie Radke.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, I don't normally listen to this type of music,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it was either take a tour with them and you actually do the tour, you make a lot of money, haha, or you announce the tour and then you drop the tour and now
Yeah.
you look like heroes and everyone's gonna go, hell yeah, Spirit Box.
hell yeah,
Either way, you're gaining fans.
yeah,
You know? And I will say to people who are like, oh, well, they should have dropped this tour too. First of all, they're already pretty much started. It's kind of hard to drop it right there.
yeah,
And then the other thing is, like, as much as I'm like, haha, Architects bad, they didn't do anything nearly as bad as anything Ronnie Radke's done.
yeah. Isn't Ronnie Red? Well, we can cut all this as speculation or whatever. Is it like an abuser or something?
No, he has multiple. We don't have to cut it. He has multiple abuse accounts.
Yeah, yeah. We'll put all. I'll find the court transcripts.
Yeah, several.
Yeah.
Can we put I'm gonna put the tweet here of Vince Staples telling him to shut that bitch ass up, Ronald, or whatever it is. Amazing.
Vince Staples got in on it, dude.
Oh yeah, have you never seen that?
No.
Oh, I'll have to show you that,
dude. So my first run-in with Ronnie Radke, unironically, was one of the random songs he put out sort of recently.
Watch the World Burn.
Watch the World Burn. I was like,
Dookie.
Yeah, I was like,
shit from a butt.
Who is this guy? And then the next video I saw was the Papa Roach cover. And then the next video I saw was him showing the guy from Papa Roach, and the guy looked like he was tweaked out on fucking meth. He couldn't stand still while he was like listening to it because it was boring doo-doo dog shit. So it was just like, who is this guy? And then I found out.
Yeah.
It's Ronnie Radke.
Bad.
So it's hilarious to me that, like, God, because they've been doing this shit for over a decade, right?
Probably close to it, yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, so that's the drama tube, book tube,
drama tube,
movie tube,
any tube.
Sorry, guys.
No, not sorry. This is what you're in for. This is what we're doing mostly. We will have. We'll get into the video talking on like I'm not gonna say serious note, but like for planning purposes, like if you're curious, first of all, if you have any ideas of anything you want us to talk about or do, we'll do it.
Literally,
we're cheap.
We'll do anything.
Anything for content, anything for views.
We'll take this live on the street.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a mukbang.
Sure.
We'll do. Is that popular now?
Maybe. I don't know. What you want to do? We're gonna make Dylan eat 20 McChickens. Yeah.
I'm a part-time vegetarian at this point, but
I just watched you eat meat.
Well,
today.
yeah, I have to when we go to a freaking.
They had vegetarian options at the taco place.
Oh no, not when they got the Kurt Macon Street Tacos. Shout out
Macon Street Tacos.
Well, because I just had to eat meat yesterday, so I was like, why not? I'll keep eating meat for the weekend.
Yeah, like there's someone with a gun to your head.
When you go to Sweet Auburn Barbecue, shout out.
True.
You got it. And guess what I had? The pulled pork grits again with the mac and cheese again, and I was about to pop
again.
And I had a banana pudding.
Oh my god! Dylan.
And like 3 drinks. My bell was swole. I was out above. I was past my. I had the Dunlap disease.
Your stomach Dunlapped over your belt.
Over my belt line. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're rambling at this point. Let's tie it up.
Let's tie it up. So if there's anything you want to see us do, talk about.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
Become a YouTube member.
Type it in. We'll
we'll do it.
We'll do it. We will also be pretty much every episode we're going to be starting to do audio versions will be posted to Spotify if you want to listen to it as a podcast. Even though, we put a lot of time and effort into trying to do this on video.
Look at this set. Look at the camera.
The set's gonna get better, I swear.
Yeah. Set's gonna get better. There's gonna be like a plant here eventually or something.
Yeah, at one point, we'll do something there.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
We've got some cool video ideas already in the books that we got to work on.
A very in-depth bracket.
Very in-depth bracket.
Or is it gonna be a tier list? It should be a bracket.
I think it should be a bracket.
We should do a bracket.
Should do it as a bracket. Yeah,
we'll
get to that.
We'll hint it. We'll tease it later, but
yeah. We're also gonna might start doing some like pick an artist or pick a director and like do like an idiot's guide to their discography or their career, stuff like that.
That'd be sick.
But yeah.
So yeah, got more content flowing.
More flowing.
Maybe some shorter form content coming out too. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe,
all that good stuff.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans, subscribe to our Patreon, subscribe to our coffee link, subscribe to our YouTube membership.
I'll put my Cash App right here. No,
yeah, we'll drop the Cash App for so, but no. Yeah. So
this is
EternalDisco signing out.
We're signing out before or after you say signing out?
I don't know. Let's just
That's
throw the
super
deuces.
awkward.